to another edition of Pure Picks. Back here for the best bets with Alex. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing very well, James. Excited to be back. Excited to share this GigaLock with y'all. So let's get it going.
Definitely. And we want to get this early so you guys can catch some of the line movement. We saw some really nice plays for this week. Alex, why don't you just start off? What's your first play this week for our Pure Pickers here?
Yep. So I'm gonna share one play with you guys, and it's a two-leg parlay. So first leg of the parlay is Steve Erceg to win outright, and the second leg is our very own Christian Leroy Duncan.
Awesome, awesome. And right now at the current odds, we have that. It's almost a little bit even money, but I believe that Alex, you got that at better odds, right?
Yeah, I got. Let me just check real quick. I got the total for both legs was minus 122.
Mm.
So I don't know what it is now, but yeah, that's what I got it in as.
I think the line moved a little bit towards Duncan and a little bit towards Erceg, not too much, but that's just one of the benefits of being a Pure Picks Pro member, guys. Alex caught that line pretty early, and he got a little bit better value on it. But how about you tell us about the analysis for each of the legs? Why do you think CLD is one of your legs in the parlay there?
Yep. So I've seen a lot of reservations for putting CLD as or for thinking CLD is going to win. At least for me, he's a gigalock, and it's interesting because if you look at the line movement, I believe he opened up as an underdog, which was very surprising to me. So I completely agree with the line movement. Now that he's a favorite, um, I really have no idea why the odds makers had him open as an underdog. At least when I was breaking down the tape, it seems very obvious to me that he's going to win this fight, and I think he's going to win it pretty convincingly. So when I look at Ribeiro, right, he loads up on all of his shots. So heavy overhands and heavy leg kicks. That's kind of, his MO is he loads up on everything. So with that, you know, loaded power shots, he has relatively low volume. So how Ribeiro typically wins his fights is, he'll try to land an overhand. And if you do get caught by it, then he'll start blitzing at you with, 4 or 5 punch combos that hit pretty hard. Um, so, for CLD, I kind of just see him dancing on this guy across 3 rounds. So I think, he's going to keep his distance and he's going to pop Rivera with leg kicks, teep kicks, and straights. And, I think CLD has like sneaky good defense as well. Um, he won't hesitate to get into the clinch if he senses that he's in immediate danger. So I think, from that fight against Armin Petrosian, where, in the first round he was doing all this funny stuff, like fighting with his backwards. I think looking at that transformation to his fight against Dennis Tululin, and I know like that's a significant drop in uh talent going from Armin Petrosian to Tululin, but it just showed me, especially his fight against Tululin, how much more serious he took that. Especially, right off the bat, Tululin kind of blitzed at CLD, but CLD immediately went into the clinch, got him pushed up against a cage, and held him there for like 4 minutes, I think. So yeah, it kind of just showed me, the evolution of him learning from fight to fight. And so, yeah, I think I think CLD is really good value here, and I don't see why there's reservations for him. I really don't think Ribeiro can grapple with him. I don't think he should do that, and I mean I feel like Ribeiro should do that if he wants to win, but I don't think CLD is going to let him.
Awesome. Yeah, pretty good, thoughtful analysis right there. What about the second leg, Steve Erceg in that flyweight matchup with Matt Schnell?
Yeah, so this is another GigaLock for me. I mean, Matt Schnell really has zero chin at this point. Even at the flyweight division where, you really aren't seeing guys knock each other out, Schnell gets dropped a lot and he's been knocked out. Um, I will say though that Schnell does have, some nice offensive moves. I think he has, good leg kicks, straights, feints, and he mixes in um, uh, like jabs, stuff like that, right? So I think offensively he's decent. I do think he's pretty good, but he really has no durability left. Um, so let's say like worst case scenario that Schnell is able to land on Erceg early. Um, Erceg has amazing durability. I think it'll only be a matter of time before Erceg finishes Schnell. Um, so if you watch round two between Erceg and Costa, um, you'll see in that round two that Costa was landing bombs on Erceg, but it was Erceg was unfazed by those hits, and so if he was getting hit by Costa and he was getting unfazed, then Schnell really has no chance. So I don't know why this line is still at minus 310 or what is it?
It's right
Three something.
minus 320, so just a bit of line movement so far.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this should be easy minus 4 or 500.
Yeah.
I really think this is like I could even go 10 units on Erceg and I would feel confident. Um, I really can't see Schnell winning unless something crazy happens, which I don't think will. So super confident in Erceg here to get the win. Yeah, I think he's I actually think he's really talented and I think he's gonna move up the rankings for sure. So there you have it. Steve Erceg, GigaLock, CLD GigaLock, two leg parlay.
Awesome. And just for reference, Pure Pickers, Steve Erceg opened up at minus 220. Now he's at minus 320. So that line has just been moving one way, by the way. There hasn't been any action going the opposite direction. So I'm assuming that that probably is going to continue to move the same way as we move on later on the week. Alex, what about other kind of plays that you had? Did you have any other action that you wanted Pure Pickers to know about?
For this card, I definitely do have some other plays, but you guys will have to see on Bet MMA tips. Keep that keep that a little bit of a secret. So
Exactly, exactly. And that's once again a benefit of Pure Pick Pro's membership, guys. Check out purepicks.gg to sign up, access $10 a month. We've been on absolute heater. 5 out of the last 6 events. We have cash, up units. I mean, everything is going great so far. I think that is one of the better values in this space. So please check it out, purepicks.gg. Other than that, we'll wrap it up here and we'll hop off. Best of luck to everybody this week. I think that there are probably only about 10 fights on the card, so maybe limited opportunities, but we do see some plays out there that could be considered some good locks. So, best of luck, everybody.